Please help me. Hey guys, it's Erica. Your girl just passed driver's ed, so now when I get my driver's license, I'll get that nice insurance discount. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about driver's ed, showing you guys my notes that I took, and how to easily pass the test that's at the end of driver's ed that you need in order to get a certificate saying that you graduated. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe if you're not already. I post weekly, and also turn on the notification bell so that way you get notified the next time I upload. Alright, let's get into the video. So I went to the Brentwood driving school. That was like the one that's in my area because I live in Nashville. And so I had Mr. Nate, so shout out to Mr. Nate. If you're watching this, you are a good teacher. But anyways, basically there you get a lot of lessons and lectures on basic things about driving, and you watch a lot of videos on car crashes and stuff like that. And then you also get 2 hours of simulator lesson, which is basically like a video game, but where you drive and you have to like follow the rules of the road. And then you get two-hour driving lessons with an instructor, and it was cool because they actually have cars where you're sitting in the driver's seat obviously, and you get to drive around, but the person in the passenger seat who is like your instructor also has a wheel, so they can override yours at any time, so that way you like will never get into a crash. But basically the reason you want to do driver's ed is, as you probably already know if you're a young driver, teen driver, insurance rates for us teens are the highest of anyone because we're reckless drivers and insurance companies are greedy. So basically if you go to driver's ed, you get a discount on the already super expensive insurance, and driver's ed costs like $400, so it pays off within a year and then you end up netting a profit. That I think is all I have to say about driver's ed. I mean, it wasn't like the most exciting thing because we were just sitting there taking notes the whole time. I would recommend go with a friend because you're gonna be like pretty bored by yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about that. So now I'm going to be showing you my notes that I took, and so I'm going to sit over here because I'll just insert a picture of my notes here. But fair warning, they are super like extra. They have like colors and highlighting, and you don't need to do that for your notes, but I like it because I like looking at pretty stuff. So yeah. Disclaimer, I just wanted to show you my notes just so that you could see like what you're kind of gonna be talking about, and that way, you know, if you don't want to take notes, you can just screenshot mine and then like read over those. You're welcome. That's my gift to you guys for watching this video. Alright, so let's get into the notes. So the first page is my driver's ed title page. I just like it because it's simple and has a cute car, so yeah. So turning the first page, we get to chapter 1, which is just basic stuff. I'm not gonna talk really in depth about this stuff because you can just pause the video and read it for yourself if you want to copy the notes, but yeah. So then I have chapter 2, which is regulatory signs and signals. This was a nice page because I got to like add a lot of pictures, which is cute. The page after that is just a continuation of chapter 2. Then chapter 3, I wasn't actually in the room because I was on my driving lesson, but my friend, she let me take a picture of hers so I could show you guys. Then the next page is chapter 4, which talks about risks of driving and different zones. The next page, we stopped going by chapters, and he just like gave us basic notes about different subjects. So obviously on this page there's stuff about turning, collisions, lane changing, and backing out. The next page talks about parking, stopping, speeding, lane positions. Next is survival, what to do if you're drowning, what tools you need. Next we learned about inclement weather and safety tips, and then car features and car maintenance. I learned how to recharge your car battery if that ever goes out. And lastly, we learned about drugs and alcohol. So that was pretty much all of the notes that I took that were unstructured. And then at the end of lunch, like right before we went back into learning another lesson, Nate gave us a bunch of really important notes that we should know. And so I wrote those down as well. Basically, they're just 70 bullet points of important facts and information that will likely show up on the driving test. And so the test I took was pretty easy because I reread all of those notes, and a lot of things were word for word from the important notes. And so it was pretty easy to pass. You can only miss 3, which sounds scary because there's only 25 questions, but it's not because it's a super easy test. And for me it was 19 multiple choice, 5 true or false, and 1 fill in the blank. So it wasn't too bad at all. But I know that at least Mr. Nate said that he was thinking of making a new test that's harder. So definitely if you're taking driver's ed next year or something, you'll want to read over the other notes, not just the important notes. Because I don't know if they're gonna change it by then, and I want you guys to pass driver's ed. And yeah, it was super fun, chill, and then we got donuts on the last day, which was awesome. So anyways, I think that's it. I really just made this video for anyone who is a little anxious about the test, because I know I was like not really sure what direction it was, if it was gonna be hard or easy. But the advice I can tell you is it's easy. It's not, you should pay attention to driver's ed because you are taking a class, and I wouldn't say like just goof off, because obviously other people are there to learn as well and they paid a lot of money, so you should try to be respectful like you would in school. I know school in summer is not fun at all, but I would say get the most out of it. Try to just like absorb the information so you don't have to do any studying. I think I did like 5 minutes tops out of the class, and right before we took the test I read over the notes one more time. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I would just say do your best, you're gonna pass, don't worry. Alright, well, if you enjoyed that video and found it helpful, please leave me a big thumbs up. That way other people can also see this video. Also, if I missed anything and you wanted to add some advice for other people, please comment down below in the comment section. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask them, and I love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye guys!